What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be rating every single movie in my collection from 1 to 10. So a couple weeks ago I posted on my story that I got a new movie or whatever, and one of my homeboys swiped up. He was like, make a video rating every single movie in your collection. I was like, bet, that's a good idea. I haven't seen every single movie in my collection. Like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I just be buying movies and putting off to the side and watching them later. And if I get to that movie, I'm gonna just say I haven't seen it yet, or I'm planning on watching it or something like that. So let's get started. So the rules of the video, pretty simple. I'm gonna have my top 10 favorites from my collection right here. I don't see any movie as 0 out of 10 or like 1 out of 10, because I know the time, the dedication, the stress it takes to make a movie. You know, if a movie is trash, I'm gonna say it's at least a 2, just for the dedication and everything that goes into making a movie. Y'all ready? It might be a long one, so you know, grab some snacks or something and just enjoy the video. So to start off, we're starting off with a banger. We have Amelie. You know, Amelie is like one of the best mockumentary / documentary films ever made. You know, maybe I'm being biased because I know the director, I know the lead actor, I know everybody that was involved in the movie. By the way, it's me. I'm the director, lead actor, all that. So, you know, and honestly, it should be a Criterion release. If you don't know what that is, it's a collection of all the best movies ever made. It's also been in a couple festivals, got nominated for Best Director, Best Actor, and Best Ensemble Cast. I'm gonna give, you know, Amelie got its own spot. Next up, we have 8 Mile. 8 Mile, I'm gonna give that an 8.5. Boys in the Hood, I'm gonna give Boys in the Hood 9. Next up, we have Brothers. Brothers was phenomenal. I'm gonna give that a 9.5. Castaway, I ain't seen that movie since I was like 6, so I'm gonna give that a 7.5. I need to rewatch it. City of God, man, I had to study this film. I had to get it. One of my favorite movies I've had to study. I'm gonna give that a 10. Next up, we have Creed. I'm gonna give Creed a 8. You know, I just wish in Creed, like, I don't know what I was trying to say. Creed 2, I'm gonna give Creed 2 an 8.5 because they had what's his name? Drago. I forgot his name. They had his return. It was cool to see that. You know, all the Creeds improved, because I got Creed 3, got the nice steel book from Best Buy. I'm gonna give Creed 3 a 9. Disturbia, probably give that a 6. Fall, I have not seen Fall, but I've been hearing about it and I'm excited to watch it, so really can't give a rating on it. Nice steelbook too from a Best Buy as well. Fight Club, I'm gonna give that 9. Ford versus Ferrari, it got best editing at the Oscars, give that a 9. Foxcatcher, I have not seen. It's about wrestling. You know, my background, I used to wrestle. I wrestled for like 6 or 7 years, middle school through high school, and I'm excited to watch it. Goodfellas, don't hate me. I have not seen this yet, but at least give me some credit that I do own it. You know, that runtime is pretty intimidating, not even gonna lie. But I've been hearing phenomenal things about this. I can't wait to watch. Juice, I'm gonna give Juice an 8.5. The Lovely Bones, I haven't watched this since I was in 4th grade, but you know, I remember some parts of it. This is due for a rewatch. I really can't give a rating on it. Menace to Society, 9. All right, so now we get into mid-90s. One of my favorite movies of all time. That's going on my top 10 list. Mid-90s. Ooh, I love this movie. This movie is a 10. Next up, we have Nerve. Nerve was gonna be in my top 10. It's still a good movie. You know, I'll put it on sometimes in the background. I'm gonna give it a 8. New Jack City, I'm gonna give that 8.5. Parasite, 10 out of 10. Don't go into my top 10. Nothing else needs to be said. If you haven't seen Parasite, please watch it. It's also Korean. If that's a turnoff, sorry. Project X, 9 out of 10. I love this movie. It's a party movie about it's like found footage, like somebody recording at a party. Crazy party, things happen. It's so crazy. Is that in my top 10? I should have wrote down my top 10 first. You know what? I think nah, I'm not gonna do that. What am I at? Hold on, I need to keep tallies. So right now I have 1 in my top 10. No, 2 in my top 10. And there's no rating. There's no rate to it. Queen and Slim, excellent movie. Excellent movie, 8.5. Set It Off, I've seen it like once. It's due for a rewatch. But if I was, based off my memory, I don't know. Sex, Lies, and Videotape, I had to study this in college. 7.5. This movie's a social network. 9.5. Slumdog Millionaire, 9.5 out of 10. Is this in my top? I don't know. See, I have so many favorite movies. It's like impossible to keep up with the top 10. It's always changing. Sorry to bother you. The beginning was cool, but the end started to get too wacky for me. So that takes off about 2 points. So I'm gonna say about a 7.5. You can't have a movie collection without having Titanic. You can't. I can't even give a rating on this. I haven't watched it all the way through either. I think me and my brother, we would watch it and then just like skip the whole romance and stuff and get to the sinking part. We was young. It was on VHS too. Uncut Gems, 8. White Boy Rick, 7.5. I love the ending of this movie. And crazy thing is, they found Rick, the person that plays Rick, they found him at school and they told him, sell me this pen. And he sold like the casting director the pen and he got the part. That's insane. The Walk, I saw this when Redbox was like still popping. I rented it from the Redbox. Oh, from the directors of Forrest Gump and Castaway. I didn't even know that. But The Walk is pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Whiplash, going to my top 10, 10 out of 10. The Wolf of Wall Street, 9.5 out of 10. 1917, excellent cinematography, 8.3. You know, I got a lot of like 8s because, you know, I buy movies that I'm actually interested in seeing. I just don't buy random movies. So that's why all these ratings are pretty high. 300, excellent action scenes, but that's about it. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. American Sniper, this is like one of my first Blu-ray movies. I'm gonna give it a 8. Going on to my second row, Dunkirk, 8.5. Hacksaw Ridge, excellent movie. Andrew Garfield got robbed of the Oscar, 9.5. Fury, 7.5. Excellent ending. Lone Survivor, I watched this in high school in one of my classes. Really, the ending is what makes it really good. I probably need to rewatch it, but based on that ending, it's about a 7. Overlord's like a 5. It's one of the lowest movies I have, lowest rated movies I have. The Revenant, 8.5. Clerks, I'm gonna give Clerks is a classic. You know, I really like black and white movies, so based off my opinion, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. It's pretty funny too. Good Burger, I stopped myself from saying that infamous line. Good Burger was funny. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. You got the Hangover trilogy. I've only seen like part of this. I haven't seen these two. Based off what I've seen, I'm excited to watch it all. All right, don't judge me. I got Teen Titans Go to the Movies. This movie was hilarious because, you know, they reference a bunch of superheroes and stuff, bunch of stuff from the comics. I'm gonna give it a 6. All right, so now we got Alita Battle Angel going to my top 10. I seen this movie 3 times in the movie theaters in the same week. 10 out of 10. Apollo 13, if you don't know me, you know I love space, astronauts, the moon, all that stuff. This movie was really good. I'm gonna give it a 9.5. Arrival was really thought-provoking. 7. Beautiful movie though. All right, Avatar, one of the biggest movies of all time. I'm gonna give it an 8. Next up we have Chappie. Chappie was really good. I'm gonna give it 8.5. The movie was 5. There's a lot of 8s. I'm sorry. Children of Men and Repo Men. I've seen a clip from Children of Men when I was in film school. Made me want to watch it. I still haven't watched it yet. I haven't seen Repo Man either, so can't really rate that. Chronicle has so much potential for a franchise, but I guess what makes this so special is that it didn't get a franchise. Going to my top 10. District 9 going to my top 10. 10 out of 10. So I got the whole Hunger Games collection. They're all in 4 discs in this case. Hunger Games 1. Hunger Games 1 was really good. It was solid. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Catching Fire was a 9. Mockingjay Part 1, 7. Mockingjay Part 2, was about a 7 as well. Actually, 7.5. I really can't, I get those part 1 and part 2 mixed up as far as what happens in them. Inception, excellent movie. Another one of my first Blu-ray movies. It's due for a rewatch, no lie. But based off what I remember, it was like a 9. Interstellar, top 10. Another one of my first Blu-ray movies, 10 out of 10. Excellent music. I forgot to mention some of the music in some of these. Let's see. All right, we ain't got there yet. Okay. Lucy, very thought-provoking. I'm gonna give it a 7. The Martian, top 10. As you can see a pattern, you know, as the space movies that's making it in my top 10. But The Martian, 10 out of 10. Love this movie. We got the Matrix trilogy. I don't have the 4th one. The Matrix 1 was solid. Matrix Reloaded, that fight scene in that alleyway with all the Smiths, crazy, and the Ghost twins, that was hard. The fight in the that stairway, that was really good. I'm gonna give that based off the action alone, is an 8. Matrix Revolutions, they dropped the ball, not even gonna lie. That's like a 6. Maze Runner 1 was solid, 8. The Scorched Trials from the Maze Runner trilogy, 8.5. I haven't seen A Death Cure. I heard it kind of fell flat, but I'm gonna give it a watch one day. Moonfall is a 5, but it was great visual effects. Now You See Me 1, 7.5. Now You See Me 2, 8. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, top 10, going to my top 10. Excellent movie. I can watch this movie over and over and over and it still not get old. Actually, that whole trilogy of Planet of the Apes, hold on. The whole trilogy, I got the whole trilogy right here. I'm excited to see that 4th one. I just hope they don't mess it up. I really hope they don't mess it up. But this, just the development of Caesar. The development of Caesar is just phenomenal. But Rise of the Planet of the Apes is a 10 out of 10. I really don't mean to give my favorite movies a 10 out of 10 because it's not doing it justice for real. Like really rating the movie. But this is just all fun and games, you know what I'm saying? Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, 8 out of 10. Excellent cinematography, the visual effects really stepped their game up. I don't know if it won any awards as far as like Oscars. Really good. 9. Project Almanac, crazy time travel movie. This is a 7.5. I do want to make I really do want to make a time travel movie where like I talk to myself or something. Sanctum. I saw this movie when I was like 12. It is suspenseful when they're underwater having to hold their breath. On rewatch, this is like a 6.5. All right, the Terminator franchise, I got 1 through 6. As you can see, it's dusty, you know. Most of these movies are dusty. Terminator 1 was like a 7.5. Terminator 2, 9. Terminator 3 is like a 6. What is it? Terminator Salvation, 6. Terminator Genesis, 5.5. I haven't seen Dark Fate yet. All right, so look, Transformers, one of my favorite franchises. We all know that the mistakes and errors and like the plot of these movies, but these hold a special place in my heart. So Transformers 1 is a 9.5. Transformers 2. Actually, I'm gonna just rate these movies. I'm gonna put them in my order. I'm gonna go 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. I got these for a movie night. We wanted to watch Poseidon. I heard Twister was pretty good. I haven't heard anything about The Perfect Storm, but Poseidon is like the sinking of the Titanic, but like way up there. I still think Titanic did it better though. But Poseidon, I'm gonna give that like a 7.5. Actually, no, this is like a 6.5. Actually, no, this is like a 5.5. WALL-E, top 10 movie. WALL-E, 10 out of 10. Love this movie. People are always like, your favorite Pixar movie is WALL-E, and they just look at me crazy when I say that. I'm like, why? What's wrong with WALL-E? World War Z. If I was in this world, this universe, I don't know what I would do. These are the fast zombies that be running real fast. They can do parkour. They be jumping like insane. I'm gonna give World War Z like a 7.5. So now I'm in my superhero section. You know, back in the day, I would have had these in my top 10, but like now we have Avengers 1. This is a classic. The hype behind this movie was insane. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Hot take, Avengers Age of Ultron was actually pretty good. Let me give it an 8.5 as well. Next up we have Avengers Infinity War, 9 out of 10. Hot take, Infinity War is better than Endgame. Here's my reasoning. Nobody cares about the first 2 acts of Avengers Endgame. They only care about that final battle and what happened to Tony Stark and what Captain America did. I'm telling you, nobody cares about those first 2 acts. But this was a good movie to watch in the theater with all the Marvel fans, you know, everybody cheering. That was a phenomenal experience. But like, it's not better than Infinity War. And it had 10 years of hype behind it. That's why it did so well. Captain America Civil War, this should be Avengers 2.5 in my opinion. This is a 9. The Dark Knight trilogy. We have Batman Begins. I watched that when I was like 6 and I love Batman. One of my favorite superheroes after Spider-Man and Hulk. Hulk is number 1. So we got Batman Begins, 7.5. It's due for a rewatch, definitely. The Dark Knight, the Joker carries the movie. I'm sorry. This is like a 9. The Dark Knight Rises wasn't bad, y'all. It wasn't bad. I don't know why people hate this movie so much, but this is a 8.5. Oh dang, I forgot to talk about the music in Transformers, phenomenal. Also the music in the Dark Knight trilogy, it's top tier. Shout out to Hans Zimmer. Guardians of the Galaxy, it was a solid. Marvel took a bottom tier team and made it a phenomenon. 8. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, 8.5. I wish I had Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because that movie was good. That movie was like a 9. The Incredible Hulk. A lot of people hate this movie. Like I said, Hulk is my favorite. So, however the movie did, I don't know. I'm indifferent about this movie. It's really the Hulk scenes. The Hulk scenes when he's actually the Hulk really carries the movie in my opinion. I do gotta rewatch it though. I know the end fight and the university fight like the back of my hand. So this movie is like a 7.5. The Incredibles 1, 10 out of 10. It's one of my favorite superhero movies though. 10 out of 10. Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2 kind of fell flat. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Incredibles 2 is like a 6.5. Oh my goodness. Look, they have let me rant for a second. Incredibles has so much lore that they can make at least 2 other movies. Not even about the Incredibles, but about the other superheroes during that time. They have a bonus feature that has like voice recordings and like a whole bunch of stats and everything about the different superheroes during the glory days is what they call it. This movie was so good. The writing was so good. When I rewatched it after like gaining knowledge in film, the writing is phenomenal, man. I love that movie. I don't know. Lego Batman movie 8. The Lego movies are underrated. Man of Steel, great cinematography, great music by Hans Zimmer again, great action, but it's really about a 7 to be honest. Shang-Chi was a solid phase 4 movie. It's about a 7. Like I said, these superhero movies be falling flat for me now. Shazam's about a 7.5. Hot take, Andrew Garfield's the best Spider-Man. Y'all go ahead and dislike the video. Y'all go ahead and click off, unsubscribe. But Andrew Garfield, don't do that. Don't do that. But we have Andrew Garfield's the best Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man 1 is an 8. Amazing Spider-Man 2, people hate this movie. I can see why. They was trying to set up a whole bunch. It just fell flat. He has the best suit in this movie, the best action I've seen in a Spider-Man movie. The action in the suit alone and CGI alone give this movie about an 8.5. Into the Spider-Verse 9, Across the Spider-Verse. A lot of people didn't like the ending because of that cliffhanger, but I think the cliffhanger was genius. That cliffhanger and that tension, that build up for the next movie was really, really good. 9.5. And the movie's like, what, 2 hours and 20 minutes? And I saw it 3 times in the theater. Sonic the Hedgehog was pretty solid, 7. I need to see Sonic 2. I heard that was pretty good. Next up we have, Next up we have Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage. I don't know why they put Venom 1 below Venom 2. That bugs me. Venom 1 is like a 6.5. Venom 2 fell flat. They had so much they could do with Carnage. It's like a 5.5. Watchmen, beautiful, beautiful cinematography, but it's like a 7.5. We have Batman Death in the Family. This is an interactive movie where you can like make choices that determine how the story and ending go. Pretty solid. It's about an 8.5. Batman Gotham by Gaslight, I want to say it's 7. Batman Hush, classic Batman. Due for a rewatch, to be honest. This is due for a rewatch. Matter of fact, all these animated movies are due for a rewatch. I got Batman, The Killing Joke. Actually, this one, I remember this one. This was about a 9. I have this anime series, Black Lagoon, I'm currently still watching, but it's pretty solid. I really like it. You know, if you're looking for like a deep story with like twists and turns and like meaning and stuff like that, I guess you can find meaning in this, but like I'm talking about like deep storytelling and stuff, you're not gonna find it in this. This is shootouts. That's it. But it's pretty good. Can't really rate it yet. The Boy and the Beast. This story is nice, but that last fight, it started to have like spirits and stuff. And like, I'm not really a big fan of like spirit fights, dragons and stuff. That's the same problem I had with Shang-Chi. I didn't say that earlier, but Shang-Chi, it was really good, the hand-to-hand combat, but then they went out and had CGI dragons and stuff. Same thing with this. I really didn't like the ending fight. That takes off some points, but the world building, this is about a good 7.5. Fantastic Mr. Fox. I just watched this. It was really good. It was really solid. This is about an 8. Isle of Dogs. I remember watching this trailer years ago, and I've been wanting to watch it since, and I haven't seen it since, so I can't really rate it. Next up, we have Jujutsu Kaisen 0. I saw this movie in the theaters. This anime movie. I saw it in the theaters. Beautiful steelbook case from Best Buy, and this is an 8. Then we have The Death and Return of Superman. Beautiful story. 9. Superman Red Sun, about a 7. I haven't seen The Accountant, but I heard it was pretty good. This is actually my brother's movie. Brawl. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted about this movie. This movie was a snooze fest. 5. The Dark Tower, 5.5. The Expendables 1, nothing but shootouts, pretty good. Explosions and all that. 7. Expendables 2, I think it was more of the same thing, so I'm gonna give it a 7 as well. I haven't seen 3, and I know 4 is about to come out, so I really gotta watch 3 before that. Gemini Man. This movie, it's such a cool concept. Having a clone of you come back and having to fight him and stuff like that. Like, I dream about that when I was a kid. This movie is like a 4. It's not even my movie. I just have it in my collection. I didn't even buy it. Guns Akimbo, 7. Don't hate me. I've only seen John Wick 1. I haven't seen 2 or 3 or 4. But John Wick 1, 8.5. Kingsman 1, these action scenes. Is this the one with the church scene? Yeah, this is the one with the church scene. 8.5. Kingsman 2, they took Kingsman 1 and amped it up. It's still about the same thing, 8.5. Point Break, I gotta rewatch this. This guy, he wants to like complete like one of the hardest extreme sport challenges by doing everything like surfing, snowboarding, wingsuiting. That's pretty much all I got from it. But I remember being dissatisfied with it. So I'm gonna say it's like a 6. The Raid. If you love hand-to-hand kung fu action movies, this is the one for you. This is a 9.5 out of 10. Actually, this goes in my top 10. The Raid 2, they amped up the cinematography. If you like hand-to-hand combat, kung fu stuff, the 2 Raid movies are for you. 9. Train to Busan, excellent zombie movie, 9.5. Okay, so Triple Threat. Triple Threat has the star from The Raid in this movie. I was excited to see it, but this movie fell flat. This movie is like a 6. 12-Hour Shift, this movie's like 5.5. Quiet Place is an 8.5. The Belko Experiment, I like this movie. Belko Experiment is a 9. This is just my opinion, y'all. This is just my opinion. If one of your favorite movies up here has a low score and a movie you don't like has a higher score than that, don't hate me. It's just my opinion. Brightburn, this movie has so much potential. I like the concept. It's like if Superman was evil, gruesome deaths. They set up a franchise in the end credits or at the end of the movie. They still haven't said anything about it. Brightburn's a 7.5. Carrie, this is the remake. Carrie's a 7. 6.5. Midsommar, I gotta watch this. I haven't seen it. I heard so much about it. All right. So this one, you know, I'm not finna sit here and rate every single Saw movie because they are all kind of the same. I first watched Saw when I was like 6. I love it. He's one of my favorite horror icons. Saw 1 Saw 1 was pretty good. That's like a 8.5, but the rest of them I really can't give a rating. But my favorite Saw movie is Saw 3. I did watch Saw X. That was pretty good. Like you saw more of John Kramer. John Kramer's the person behind Jigsaw. Silence of the Lambs. I saw this at Goodwill, picked it up. I still gotta watch it. VHS 1. You know, VHS is like 8. VHS 2, 9. The cult one, Safe Haven is what it's called. The Safe Haven one always gets my heart pumping. VHS is solid. Well, VHS Viral, that's like a 6.5. I do like the skateboarding one though. The Purge. This is my first Blu-ray movie. See how dusty it is? But The Purge first movie, solid movie, 8.5. If you haven't caught on already, like this is my horror section. The Purge Anarchy, what I say Purge 1 was? 8.5. Purge Anarchy is like a 7. The Purge Election Year, 6.5. The Purge, the first Purge, this should be an action movie. What they was doing in there, this didn't feel like a Purge. Then last but not least, we have The Forever Purge, 6. 5.5. But it's so hard because, I got Queen and Slim. I got Slumdog Millionaire. I have The Belko Experiment. All those are really solid movies, but, I can only have 10. I got The Social Network, like Wolf of Wall Street. I have so many movies. Like, it's so hard to ask me what my favorite top 10 movies are. Alright, so that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got a little sense of what my collection consists of. It's still growing, and it sucks because retail stores are really starting to phase out physical copies of movies. As you can see, I love collecting my movies, so I really just gotta go to Amazon and stuff like that. But it's not the same of going in there searching, oh, they got this, oh, they got that, finding hidden gems like Silence of the Lambs. I found that at Goodwill. I found Goodfellas at a mall way out somewhere. That's it. I just hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below if you've seen any of these movies, and catch you guys in the next video.